Yo, peoples, I'm foregoing any intro today because I feel that I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, because this is going to be the last review you see before Christmas happens, and I don't know how Japanese holidays work around our Christmas time, so I'm just saying Happy Holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. Now, on to the One Piece chapter reaction and review of One Piece, chapter 850. And who do we have on the front page? Smoker! With a snake. Cover art request, a heavy snake and smoker. Two heavy smokers have ended up being kicked out into a smoking area. And this is chapter 850, Ray of Hope. Sweet City! Screams are filling the city. Ah! Yeah! Whoa! Nope. No! Nope. It's a paranormal creature. Not here either. Yeah! And they're both yelling at each other. Oh! So Chopper and Carrot are going through the mirror world. Where are they? Wake up, Brûlé. Where's the castle? There'll be no end to this if we look for it on our own. Diesel, have you got any idea? No! Oh, that's very explicit. I'm not saying that. As long as we are in physical contact with Brûlé, we can freely pass through the inside and outside world of mirrors. I remember that Luffy and Nami were planning on heading to the castle, but I wonder if they were able to meet up with Sanji. This world is connected to all the mirrors that exist around Whole Cake Island, so in theory, it should be easy to instantly enter the castle as well. Wake up, Brûlé! Sanji's guest room. Ah, rats. I made a rather vulgar-looking bento out of usual habit. Pretty sure Pudding wouldn't typically eat something like this. How dare you come up on my screen, you random ad. Pretty sure Pudding wouldn't typically eat something like this. What am I doing? Oh well. I'll eat whatever ends up being left over. I can't possibly eat this much food. Here, have some too, Sanji. Yes, please. Just kidding. What's wrong, Nas, with you? Are you going out for a walk? I suppose, yeah. Just gonna step out real quick to go get some healing power from my only ray of hope in this entire world. Wow, Sanji's really dead set on putting me in the only person that can save him from this horrible fate that he's having. Prisoner's library. Stop it, Luffy. What do you think you're doing? Pointless struggling. Quit it! You're gonna rip your hands off if you keep doing that. That's the point! Wait. Their hands are nailed into the back wall of the book. And Luffy's actually pulling himself so hard he's actually starting to bleed. Is that his stretching limit we're seeing? I never thought that he had an actual limit to his stretching, but we're actually seeing him stretching so much that he's starting to cause himself to bleed. So now we know his limit. That's the point. What? Do we have any other choice to get out of here? I'd rather lose a hand or two than die in a place like this. While we sit here and wait, daydreaming for some person to come magically save us, everything will be over before we know it. After that, Big Mom is gonna come and kill us. What a joke. That's not how I'd like to meet my end. You rip your hands off too, Nami. Oh wow, they're getting really explicit with the language here. What is wrong with you? No! Then I'll figure out your situation after I'm done. Quit making a huge fuss. I don't want to see your hands get ripped off either, you. Wow, there's so much language in here today. Quit complaining. I'm not a man who's gonna end up in a place like this. And he's steadily pulling on his arms. Wow, the third floor courtyard. Oh snap, we got Pedro! Oh, and we have titles. Ex-captain of the Nox Pirates, Pedro. Bounty 382 million. Versus Knight and Fighter of the Big Mom Pirates, Baron Tamago. Bounty of 429 million. Woo! And And they're fighting! We're seeing a fight! Yes! Oh, Pedro's floating? Oh, who is that behind him? Is that Beppo? No, that's not Beppo. That is not Beppo. And this flashback. Peckham's, is it true that you're affiliated with the Big Mom Pirates? Pedro. Zeppo! Oh, this must be Beppo's dad. I called it! Oh! It's Beppo's dad! I knew he looked like Beppo. It's Zeppo! Pedro, Zeppo. This time you're not getting away without losing just an eye. Oh, they both said this. Oh, the fight to end all fights. You've really done it now, thief. Oh wow, this is Big Mom speaking. Your friend over here spun the roulette and landed the 100 years of life option for you. Zeppo! Oh snap, Big Mom took 100 years off of Zeppo's life. So she killed Beppo's dad. This fellow over here only had 30 years left though. Come, hand over the remaining 70 years from your life. Oh. Let me turn down this music. So, Zeppo landed on the 100 years option of the roulette and had to get 100 years taken off of his life. But he only had 30 years left. So Big Mom takes that and kills him. And then asks for the other 70 from Pedro. So that's how that works. Come, hand over the remaining 70 years from your life. Zeppo! You're incapable of reaching nearly as far as I can, boy. On top of that, oh, mama, he's like a brother to me. Oh, I am wearing tights that prevent electricity from working on my body. So that's those pants he's wearing. Quit sobbing like a... Oh, okay. Okay. Quit sobbing like a baby, Peckham's. Fine, I'll round it down to a decade. I'm still furious at you for robbing Tamago of an eye, though, so fess up 60 years, kid. Then, how's this? I can't die here. The dawn of this new world is near. I must return to my country. Oh, so he willingly rips out his eye. Oh, I thought my nose was bleeding again for a second. He literally rips out his own eye in compensation for his years. Ma, I'm loving that spirit of yours. I've decided to let you off the hook with just 50 years. Go on, live. And, oh snap! Leg Benedict. Oh, Baron Tamago got egg pun attacks. Eggs Benedict, leg Benedict. Oda, why did I not see this coming? But it's still good though, I love it. And he gets knocked back so hard that he bleeds out of his mouth. Answer me, Bon Pedro. Why did you ever return? Why would you ever return to this landscape where you lost your partner and 50 whole years of your precious life? The Straw Hat Pirates are saviors of my precious hometown. Judging from this, I truly believe that they are the people who will cause the world to transition into its dawn. Those people will one day surpass even the likes of us and change the world. With thoughts like this, though, I don't feel the least bit of regret for throwing away the remainder of my life like this. And Baron Tamago is starting to take out a sword? Oh, don't get me wrong though, I definitely don't plan on dying in this spot. Until the Straw Hats manage to achieve their goals on this island, I have no intention of dying here. And he slices Baron Tamago in half! Ooh! Ooh! So good! What's next? In front of Pudding's room? Come on! No, idiot! Lady Pudding is busy at the moment right now. I'm not taking a single... it'll only take me a second to hand her a gift. No, you idiot, I won't let you open me up. Now go away. If I remember correctly, Pudding's room had a balcony. Aha! I'll just hand her her stuff through the window. But maybe it'd be a bit rude for me to, intrude on her privacy and all. But I mean, we are getting married tomorrow, so I'd say it'd be acceptable even if I end up witnessing her in the middle of changing, or even just completely naked. Sanji, you perv. Patter, pitter, patter, pitter, patter. Ooh, foo, 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 foo. Whoa, that's fantastic. Seems like she's in enough of a good mood to laugh. There she is, my adorable little pudding. Ah ha ha ha. Who she's talking with? Reiju? Why is she here? What's going on? Ah ha ha ha. How funny. Huh? No, seriously, what's going on? The third eye! We see the third eye! Oh! 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 We see her third eye! Quit daydreaming, you fool! Me marrying that little punk? Never in a billion years! What's going on? I'm one of Mama's favorites, you know. She especially loves how good I am at acting. She's been pampering me so much lately that I'm actually starting to get a little sick of her. But when Mama asked me to trick that man, I knew it would be an easy task. The Straw Hats ended up being quite simple-minded too. My family members are the only ones who know my true nature. What? What? And then it just cuts. Prisoner's library. Luffy, stop, you're seriously going to injure yourself. Frickin' Pudding, I'll never forgive her either. And then a flashback. Oh, we get to find out what she said. Okay, so don't worry, I won't be marrying Sanji. Listen, the reason why I'll never marry him is because that snot-nosed idiot who's head over heels for me right now is gonna get shot to death by me during the wedding ceremony? And we see her with her third eye open. You kids are gonna get out of here alive either. Evil! Hold on, Pulling, what are you saying? Goodbye, you filthy rats. Bad pudding, bad pudding, bad pudding. Let's continue. That freak was planning on tricking us from the start. What did Sanji ever do to her? Oh, I understand why you're using such language, Luffy, and I approve. You're all naive, an evil army, you say. Stay in your dreams like the idiots you are. Mama's aim from the start is to get her hands on a clonable army. She needs to get her hands on the science you all are in possession of. What is happening to Reiju? Okay, you know from a couple of chapters back where we seen some weird globule-looking dude that had a fedora on? We now find out why Reiju was bleeding in the last chapter. This globule is acid. It's melting and causing her legs and arms to bleed. This thing is melting the legs of Reiju. Oh, and are you trying to diss me now? If you have nothing nice to say, I won't listen to a word you say. The entirety of the Germa Kingdom is parked right here within our territory. It's just as planned. With bait as sweet as Sanji, it's no wonder we've managed to lure in all of you puny flies. during the wedding ceremony, during the wedding tomorrow, know that we plan on massacring the entire Vinsmoke family. Not a single ray of hope left in this world. And Sanji's just left out in the rain with hollowed out black eyes, like he's so emotionless. He looks so emotionless like right now in the middle of this lightning storm. What? Oh my God, what? What is happening? Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. Alright, I need to collect my thoughts. Wow. Wow. I did not see that coming. Okay, let me start from the beginning. Hold on. Okay. First we see Chopper and Carrot using Diesel to transport themselves around the Mirror Lord along with the unconscious body of Brûlé. So they're trying to find their way into the castle. That's fine. Then we see Nami and Luffy still in prison, but Luffy's trying his best to get out of the prison, even going as far as to stretch himself so much that his arms start to bleed. So that we're starting to see the limit of his stretching for his skin to be tearing like that. Like literally blood is just coming out of his arm. He's stretching himself to its limit. Then we see a fight between Pedro and Baron Tamago. And we see a little backstory. He has a bounty of 392 million, and Baron Tamago has a bounty of 400 and where is it? 429. No, okay, so I was wrong with Pedro. Pedro has 382 million, while Baron Tamago has a bounty of 429 million. Knight and fighter of the Big Mom Pirates, and Pedro ex-captain of the Nox Pirates. We find out in a backstory that we see Beppo's dad. I'm pretty sure that's Beppo's dad, Zeppo. And he somehow spun the roulette, Big Mom's roulette, and landed on the 100 years of life option. But he only had 30 years left in him. So when Big Mom took those 30 years out, Beppo's dad died. And she had to take the remaining lives from Pedro. But Pedro tried to offer his eye in compensation because he didn't want to die yet. So Big Mom cut him a little slack and reduced it down from 70 to 60 to 50 years. So he still has a little fight left in him. But he's fighting Baron Tamago, and we see Baron Tamago fighting. And it's very apparent that Pedro has a lot of faith in the Straw Hats, and that he sees the Straw Hats as the ones who will be the transition of the new dawn in the new age of whatever is gonna come. I mean, not the new age of piracy, but just the new dawn of the world. And then we see Baron Tamago, who actually has egg pun attacks. Like, he hits Pedro in the face with his leg so hard that he coughs up blood and sends him spiraling backwards. And he calls the move Leg Benedict, like Eggs Benedict, like the food. But then Pedro says that until the Straw Hats manage to achieve their goals on the island, he's definitely not going to die. And this is something I did not notice during my initial reaction. When Pedro slices Baron Tamago through the middle, you actually see some egg yolk fly out of his body. So is Baron Tamago an actual egg human? Because I never noticed it. I thought he just sliced through him and then it was just extra effect. No, that's an actual egg yolk in his body sent flying out because Pedro literally just bisects him through the middle. But I never noticed that. Is that part of his devil fruit? Could it be? I don't know. Maybe he's an egg human. Maybe he's like a weird version of Humpty Dumpty. Except his whole head isn't the egg, it's his whole body. I don't know. Maybe. But then we see Sanji getting ready to go see Pudding. And this is when it gets real. We see Sanji being prepared to see Pudding. And he decides to go to her room, but the talking door doesn't let her in. So he decides to go outwards towards the balcony. And then he sees Pudding through the window. And he thinks, oh, there's Pudding. Oh, she looks happy, so I'm pretty sure she wouldn't mind if I come in there and talk to her. No. We find out that she's laughing, and we see that third eye. And we see Pudding's true nature. Like, she has the psychotic look on her face. All three of her eyes are open. And she says that she has and she calls Sanji a punk. And she says that she has no intention of marrying him. The only purpose of the marriage is for Big Mom to get hands on the science and clonable army of Germa. And that she has the intentions of shooting Sanji during the wedding ceremony. And them massacring all of the Vinsmoke family at the wedding. Tomorrow. The next day. And we also find out what she actually says to Luffy and Nami during a couple of chapters ago. I think it was either 2 or 3 or 4 chapters ago. But we find out what Pudding says to them. And she says that the reason why she's not going to marry Sanji, and she said it so sincere. And at that time we didn't see the eye, but she reveals her third eye to him, and she says, "Listen, the reason why I'm not going to marry Sanji is because that snot-nosed idiot who's head over heels for me right now is going to get shot to death by me during the ceremony." And then she says, "Hey, you guys aren't going to get out of here alive either." And then we see her saying her fake tearful goodbye. When I looked at that chapter all those weeks ago, I thought, wow, she really wants to save them. And what is she going to do? Is she going to sacrifice herself? No, she was acting, saying goodbye, you filthy rats. You're all going to die. So now, Pudding, the love I had for Pudding, oh, it is gone. I have nothing but hate for her now. For her, oh, wow. And to think that everybody was so, wow, not just me, but other manga reviewers as well. We were so gung-ho into thinking that Pudding was the nicest girl ever. Then Oda just brings us back to reality. Wow, Oda, you set us up from the get-go. They set them all up from the get-go. Oh, wow. And Sanji sees this. And then we find out that Reiju, the blood on both Reiju's arms and legs is from the little living glob that's with Pudding as well. It looks like an acid glob because it's melting her legs and actually burning her legs so bad that it's causing it to bleed. So that explains why we've seen Reiju the way she was during that last chapter. I think it was the chapter before last. No, it was the last chapter. We see her and her legs are bleeding all over and she's got blood all over. We now see why. But how she got away from Pudding, I don't know. But, wow. This is the true nature of Pudding. Wow, I have nothing. Wow. Let me just reread what she says. The entirety of the Germa kingdom is parked right here within our territory. It's just as planned with bait as sweet as Sanji. There's no wonder we've managed to lure in all of you puny flies. During the wedding ceremony, we know that we plan on massacring the entire Vinsmoke family. Wow. Wow. There's nothing more I can say. Dang it, Oda. Dang it, Oda! It's not the fact that the Charlotte family plans on massacring the entire Vince Smoke family. It's Pudding. It's Pudding. We were all led up for so many weeks, so many months that Pudding was so nice. Pudding had Sanji's best interests at heart. She was so nice. She was so thoughtful. She was literally heaven sent to Sanji. Then this chapter drops. And we see her true nature. That there are literally no nice people in the Charlotte family. And all of this was just an act. Wow. I'm done. This chapter just surprised me. There was so much good things going on right now, but that final twist at the end... And it says we're not on break. It says we're not on break, but we were on break last week and it didn't even tell us. But it says we're not on break for next week, but I don't, like I said at the beginning, I don't know how it works, whether Japan has holidays during next week or if it's just for us, but I don't know. But not a single ray of hope left in this world. That's the final caption. I got to ponder this. Wow. This explains why Luffy is so angry during the last chapter and why he was so adamant about getting out. Because of what Pudding said to him. Wow. Oda, you done did it again. But I did not see this coming. Have a fantastic day, everybody. I will see you all in the next One Piece chapter reaction and review. And as always, later, peoples. Wow.